Yo, what's up everybody? This is Bad Opinions here, back at it again with another video. And I told you guys that I was gonna make another video, and this one last night it really hit me. I was like, dude, okay, so I gotta make the next video about Jiraiya. How did he know that was Sasuke, right? Like, I mean, to us it's really obvious. I mean, he took off his hat and he stopped playing the whole I'm hiding I gotta disguise on me to hide my appearance from others that might be able to recognize the fact that I'm Sasuke Uchiha, right? And so I think that's where he messed up, right? Like I already made that point in my last video. He probably should have kept the hat on, so that maybe Jiraiya couldn't have noticed that. But first thing first, let's talk about when did Jiraiya first realized that he was Sasuke, I guess. I mean, think about it like this. He's the first sign that something was off, it was obviously when Boruto decided to do the Rasengan. Like, that was so stupid on Boruto's behalf that it's understandable because he's a little brat, right? But then Sasuke was like, bro, try not to like have any interaction with anyone that you might have been really close with. Now, this is where like you start connecting the dots, right? Like, Jiraiya asked Sasuke on the latest episode to go deliver food for Naruto and Boruto, I guess. And that was a little suspicious. I mean, even Sasuke was like, why you want me to do that, right? Like, why should I do that? Like, why don't you do it? And he was like, hi, I gotta go, bye. And I was thinking that, hey, many people don't really think about the fact that Jiraiya is always coming and going as he pleases. And that's because he's the perfect sage, right? He's gonna go and probably take a look at beautiful women while they're taking a shower in the spas. And like, that makes sense for him to be gone, or to be a little less diligent about what he's up to, his training and whatnot. But reality is that he's not dumb. He's one of the Sani, for God's sakes. He's one of the 3 biggest badass in the Naruto series, and so to make him out to be someone who's a joke doesn't really make sense. And obviously that is not the case, because he's a spy. Like, literally, this dude is a spy. He got a spy network that crosses every single boundary in all of the nations. So if he needs to know something, he's gonna know it, trust me. Now, with that being said, I'm not doing any justice to the guy, because I think all the feats that he has accomplished, all the things that he has done speak for themselves. However, there's one thing that just really tops everything that he has ever done, and that's to convince the whole world that he's a pervy sage. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like he's not. However, it's not just something that he's really into, it's something that he does it for a reason, right? And here it is. This is where it gets crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I realized that this might have been the case all along, all of a sudden my respect for Jiraiya, which was pretty high, just went off the roof. And that is that he made us believe that by having us convinced that he's this pervy sage, that perhaps we might let our guards down and say more than what we need to, because obviously intel gathering is his speciality, I guess. He's really good at it, and so he needs to create some form of helping others let the guard down, so that they can say too much, right? And so one of these ways is, at the end of the episode, he comes out of the trees. Like, that dude was not, he didn't go anywhere. He was telling Sasuke the whole time while he was on his way to Naruto. And he did all of that for a reason, right? Like, if he goes and disappears and you don't see him, you're probably assuming that the guy is watching girls naked.
Hey, and that's pretty good.
It's all well and good until he's not. And he just lure you into a trap. Now, that's really obvious on the last episode, because he was hiding. by somewhere near where Naruto and Sasuke had the conversation. I mean, let's just be honest. Sasuke is stupid as well for saying something like, "Oh, he just remind me of someone on my past." Dude, shut up. You could have said anything. You could have been like, "Why not just be respectful and kind to anyone that you just meet?" I mean, like, why not, right? Like, I could understand. I'm sure Jiraiya might just be like, "Yeah, you're right." You know, it's like, why be an asshole? However, no, Sasuke is like, "Oh, it just remind me of someone I used to know." Someone I used to know? Like, this guy, Jiraiya, was already suspicious that, look, for starters, Naruto out here being the only one that could create the Rasengan other than Jiraiya, because of Minato's chakras and whatnot. Like, that has to come directly as a lineage. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boruto is not gonna be born or somewhere across the freaking globe and have, or what, I mean, he might, right? But it's unlikely. And so for them to kind of like synchronize and their chakra and stuff to come together so easily, that is something that doesn't really happen. And so from that moment, especially the Rasengan, like, no, Minato created that stuff, bro. Like, it's just one or two things. Either Minato had a baby somewhere and never told anyone about it, but he spent time with them, which is unlikely because Jiraiya was Minato's sensei, and so he knows this stuff, right? And they're just not who they are, and he just need to find out what the fuck is up. And so it was the latter. Obviously, it was option B. He was like, they're lying, so I need to find out what's going on. And so he did. I mean, Sasuke says too much. Like, this is, like I said, intel gathering is his thing, and he did it flawlessly. And the way he does it is by having people let their guard down, by convincing them that he's this all, what's the word they call it? When they call old people something? Senile. This all senile pervy sage, where it's like, some of the stuff he does makes no sense, but no. Jiraiya is doing everything for a reason, and a really good reason at that. And so give my boy some respect, put some respect on his name. The guy really knows what he's doing, and he does it flawlessly, perfectly. Trust me when I tell you, Jiraiya from the beginning might have known, because he's a sensory type, that was Sasuke. That guy can tell chakras, and as far as I'm concerned, people can read different chakras. I'm saying that not everybody feels like Sasuke. There's only a few Uchiha, and if that is the case, they all feel the same, then trust me, there's only Itachi. At this point, there's only Itachi and Sasuke. So Jiraiya has to put one or two together. It's like, that's obviously not Itachi, because, you know, he doesn't look anything like him. And so whoever this new Uchiha is, has to be somebody who he hasn't met, which is kind of crazy, because they were all right there on the Leaf Village. There was no Uchihas anywhere else. And so it all comes back to full circle. Jiraiya knew what's up from the beginning, I'm assuming, so he just needed to verify that. Like, he trusted them, but he needed to verify that they were being honest, which they weren't, because they were keeping secrets. So he was just kind of poking around to find out what the hell they were up to. And he knew that they weren't bad people. He was just a little bit curious about why Sasuke was being so nice to Boruto. And so he just asked it out. He literally blurred out the question, like, you Sasuke Uchiha? And that's where the episode ended. And I'm telling you, Jiraiya is such a wild card, man. I love that guy, and I'm so glad that they went back in time so that we could see more of him. We really didn't get to see enough of him, and whatever we did see really didn't do justice to the guy. Like I said, we all know him as a senile, all pervy sage, but that is only a small portion of what he's actually, who he really is. And I'm just glad that we're able to dwell in that and actually see something great about him. And so with that being said, that's all I gotta say today. Jiraiya, put some respect on my boy. He needs it. Sasuke, I can't believe you gonna fuck up this time. You messed up, boy. Ooh, boy, you messed up. And ooh, I'm gonna make those videos soon about how everybody's saying they got nerfed. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He just can't use his power, bro. But I'll get on that video. I'll get on that in the next video. Until then, this is it. It's about to be 10 minutes. I'll leave you guys with this. If you guys like this video and would like to support us, last video did fairly well for my first video, about 50 views, and so hit that like so more people can see it. Subscribe so you can see the next video when I actually discuss why is it that Naruto and Sasuke were not nerfed. Well, maybe Naruto, but Sasuke for sure was not nerfed. I'll tell you why. Just subscribe so you don't miss the next video. But that's it from me. This is Fan Opinions signing out. Peace.